guys, this is a video on how to make a basque waistline corset with a yoke. So my front piece is on top while the back piece is under. The front piece is longer than the back piece because of the basque waistline. So we are going to use our normal basic bodies to cut out the corset. That's my armhole, that's my bust point, and this is my neckline. I use 3x3 and my shoulder slant. So we'll be using our bra cup to cut out this corset. So I go in by 1/2 inch for the space between the two breasts. So I'm going to place the bra cup at that 1/2 inch that I mark for me to get my bra cup. So I use my tape rule to measure my bust point. So I want to see if I'm correct. So that's my bust point. My bust point is 10 and my under bust waist is 14. My bust point is 10, my under bust waist is 14. Don't forget, guys, you're going to place your bra cup while taking the measurement. So this is my half length. My half length is 17. So I'll use my ruler to draw out these lines. That's my under bust waist. Then I'm going to draw my half length. This is my half length. So I'll go ahead and label it. That's my bust point, that's my other bust waist, and that is my half length. This is my half length. That's my basque waistline. I already put the basque waistline before I started this video, which is 24. So I'm going to place my cup and use my pencil to draw out my cup. I'll use it to draw out the cup. So this is me using my pencil to draw out the cup. And guys, you're not going to cut out this exact line that you measure. I'm going to go in with 1/2 inch round the cup. I'm going to go in with 1/2 inch round, because if I cut on that main line, it's going to be too big. The bra cup might not contain this on the bodies. It's going to be too big. So I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch and I will use my pencil to rule that 1/2 inch. So that's the line I'm going to cut. I'm not going to cut on that exact line that I use my bra cup to cut, so that it won't be too wide for me. So guys, take note of this. Don't make a mistake on cutting on that first line that you drew. So this is me just using my free hand to trace out the line. I'm using my free hand to trace out this line. So that's the line that I'm going to cut from. Now I went ahead to place my bra cup for me to see if I'm correct. So that's my under bust waist, my half length, and my basque waistline. So guys, the natural way basque waistline I use is 24. So I think 24 is too long. So I went ahead and used 23. So I'm using 23 for the basque waistline. 23. So I'm going to label it again. My basque waistline. That's 23. So guys, the next thing is for me to place my body measurements. I'm going to place my body measurements. I was looking for my pencil. Sorry guys for these delays, because I was looking for my pencil. I didn't know where I dropped my pencil again. I was looking for my pen. So from the half length, remember, from the half length I'm going to draw my basque waistline. I'm going to get your basque waistline from the half length. So this is me putting my bra cup, and I'm going to take my measurement with the bra cup on the paper, because if I take it like that, it's not going to give me the same thing. It might be too small. So you're going to put the bra cup on top the paper for you to get your measurement. So my bust measurement is 37. 37 divided by 4, it's 9. 37 divided by 4, it's 9. So that's 9. Then I'll go ahead and add 2 inches allowance. That's my 2 inches allowance. Then my under bust waist measurement. My under bust waist measurement is 32.5. 32.5 divided by 4, it's 8. So that's me marking 8. Then I'll go to my half length. My half length, which is the waistline. My waistline is 34.5. So 24.5, that's 8.5. I will put the measurement there and add my 2 inches allowance, and I'll connect it from the bust to the half length to my waistline. So this is my I want to form my back waistline, as you can see. So I use my ruler for me to get the slant. I'll slant it from my half length to the back waistline measurements. I hope you understand. I'll slant it from the half length to the back waistline measurement. So this is me cutting at the front piece. So you just cut at the front piece like this. Please guys, don't forget to use your bra cup to take your measurements, otherwise after sewing it's going to be too small. So I'll just cut out like this. I'm cutting the back and the front piece. Just me cutting the armhole. I cut it together. So after that, I'm going to cut the neckline. I use the same inches for the front that I use for the front for the back. So I want the front neckline and the back neckline to be the same. So I'm going to cut the shoulder slant. You cut the shoulder slant. So the next thing, I'm going to remove the front piece from the back piece. I just want to underline the back yoke. I want the back yoke and the front yoke to be the same thing. So that's me using pencil to mark it. So I'm just going to cut out my yoke. This is my front yoke. Yep, we've gotten our front yoke. This is the front yoke. I want to label it. I'll go ahead and label it the front yoke. Guys, we've gotten our front yoke. You can do this. It is as easy as ABC. You just need to take your time. So remember guys, don't cut on that main line, that first line. You cut from that where you go in by 2.5 inch, where you go in by 1/2 inch, so that the bust, so that the cup area will not be too wide. Don't know if you get. So this is what we have. So this is the front bodies, that is the yoke, and that's the bodies. So the next thing is for me to cut at my back yoke. There is only one paper because I don't really have enough brown paper. So this is the paper I'm using. So remember, this paper I'm going to fold into two, but it's just only one I have because I don't have enough. So this is me cutting at the back yoke. So I'll go ahead and label it my back yoke. This is the back yoke for the back piece. This is the back yoke. So the back, I'm not going to add zip. I want it to be a loop. So we're going to lace the back. So that line there is my 2 inches for the zip allowance. So I'm going to minus 3 inches plus the zip allowance, that's 4, for me to get the loop at the back, because we'll be lacing the back, not adding zip. So I'm going to use my ruler to rule it. I rule it and cut it. So we're not adding that part because it's a loop. So this is what I have. This is what we have for the back. So I'll go ahead and label it so that I'll not get confused when I'm sewing. So that's the side for the zip, the loop, and this is the side. This is the side. So guys, this is the video on how to cut a basque waistline. Please turn on your notification bell and please subscribe to my channel for more tips on how to cut and sew. Thank you guys.